Yo, what is up, guys? This is the Insane Game Freak here. And what are we doing? Today I'm showing you the new, the improved, the Insane Game Freak website. By the way, I need to get a new subdomain because that is going to be too long for people to type in, and no one gives a fuck enough to do that. People don't know, but there's an old video on my channel talking about my website. Now, granted, this is still the same domain name, but it's a completely different design. That is particularly due to the fact that when I first made that original website, that was obviously back when I had just figured out how to use the internet. Pretty much when I first figured out how to make websites. The way I was taught in school was always through the HTML coding and CSS. And considering how easy it is to make websites now, there's no reason to use that. But if you do learn HTML, it helps when you want to do certain special things to it, like custom CSS and custom. When you're trying to do custom code for certain pages, maybe or change, maybe a menu style or something, it's good to have. It's good to have that knowledge. So this is the new site. The images up here are made by Hey Matt Girard. He actually has a speed drawing and coloring of I think one of these pictures. In both of these pictures, I believe one links to the YouTube, and the other one I think leads to somewhere on the site. I haven't clicked it, and I don't want to click it right now because it will open up a new window, and I don't want to go through all that in terms of recording the screen. So I'm just going to kind of give you a basic overview of the site. So this is the front page. This is the first page you'll see when you were introduced to the site. Also, I have made this site very mobile friendly, but if you want to prove that, if you want to double check, let me know. This video is particularly because I want a lot of feedback. I spent a lot of time and money to make sure I could do something practical because I would love to do YouTube related stuff as a main job, but that all depends on the viewership and people who want to support me through watching videos or making Patreon, which actually gets to the first cool thing you see. So first, obviously, you have the images, and tell me if you want me to change the images to something else. What would be more appealing to see on the site? Would you rather it be a custom image like this, or would you rather this be like a banner on the top of the page, or what? I tried to make this cool thing where if you hover your mouse over each one of these items, and I don't think, and it'll still do this on mobile, but the problem is you can't hover anything on mobile, so you're going to actually have to tap the icon. Each of the icons leads you to a different place. I wanted to find an easy place to kind of showcase all the main anime, manga websites you could try out, and obviously each one of these leads you to the site in question. Patreon is obviously my Patreon. If you want to support me, that's an easy way to do that. And then below that, we have articles. These are my custom articles that I've done, and then these are just news articles like the One Punch Man anime and Monster Musume's anime and Durara's season 2 dub, and then at the bottom you have your login, your register, all that fun stuff up here. Also, side note, if I remember correctly, yes, I did put it up here. You can even log in from the top. So if you hit this little plus button on the side, it opens up this, which gives you my recent posts, the same little icons from book 4, your login, and all this fun stuff. That's besides the point, though. So this is a WordPress site, and just to make the links even easier, up here you have, the YouTube, the Google+, the Twitter, the Facebook, all that shows up here. So new stuff on the right, my own personal articles on the left. I wanted to make the site simple as possible so people could kind of just jump in and just kind of get into because the one thing I've learned is that website design has completely changed from the way it used to be. If anyone remembers back in the 90s, you used to have that stupid ass fucking, black screen with all these stupid little GIFs running around in the background, sparkles and shit. That was back when people didn't know how to make websites and how to make good websites. Nowadays, the smartest way of making a website is making one that, fits, that's, simple, easy to understand, and people can click So that's why I made the front page very short and simple. I didn't want to make it overly complicated. And then each one of these are pretty much like categories that send you to different things. So like, let's say you're looking up for the latest news. Well, you click that, and it takes you to the news page. It has all the news stuff, latest news. I think my biggest issue currently is just trying to figure out a way of doing news consistently enough in which it makes it a valuable place to go look for the news. Because the one thing you learn is that if you're doing news in general, whether it's anime, manga, video games, or whatever, it is so hard to keep up with all this shit. There's only a certain amount of speed, but I'm trying. You know, it's kind of hard when you live at home. I work and I can't really cover all my bases. The news I have it split up into sections. Each one will take you to a different spot. So, you know, video games here will take you to all the video game articles. Simple, yes, I understand. Obviously, there's a gap in time in how much stuff I put out, particularly because I spent like a good period of time not doing anything. Partially just because I felt like I needed to reevaluate myself. I think I had the site in maintenance mode for a while. The blog is mainly for just like my stuff. Well, actually, just for everything. Actually, the blog, I'm lying. The blog is everything. The YouTube is, I've tried to divide my section up, and I even do have a YouTuber section. I've done a few videos and I've done a few posts in which I promoted all the YouTubers. So there's J-Man, there's Hey Matt JR, the dude who did the my art on the front page, Margarita Z, Inglorious Guns, Hey Matt JR. I haven't done too many of these, but I did, you know, some of them. But obviously I'll promote these more and more as time goes on. And then this is the anime site section, where, as you can see, promotes all the various sites. I even have some promoted. And side note, these links will take you to the actual sites of these like shows. Like Watamote will take you to the Watamote site, Hunter x Hunter, Sekirei. I don't know if people want people. I'm debating on whether should I switch this out for every time, you know, a new season comes out, and then put like the 3 most popular shows of that season on here. Because if I should, let me know. So yeah, we got all the major sites: Amazon, Right Stuff, Viz Media, Funimation, Crunchyroll, Hulu, Viz Anime, Netflix, ad, ad. I tried to make the ads non-intrusive too, so the ads really only show up like here and here, and I guess I should show what a post looks like. So, and the streaming is exactly what it is. Just like it's like a page with my Twitch stuff on it. But let's say you click, let's click the newest thing I did, which is the One Punch Man coming out in October. Super hyped for that, by the way. This is what it looks like. Simple as that. This one doesn't have an image on it, but this is the main news itself. These are 3 other somewhat related things, and then ways to share it through Facebook, and then you can comment. But you have to log in. And I was debating on whether should I do Facebook comments or like my own personal comments. If you do, I can change it. So let me know if you want to do it. Means you just specifically do Facebook comments or not. So let me know. This is the form. In retrospect, I probably should change this because I have a form button, but I thought people wouldn't know. So, actually, I think that might be just the form search. Oh no, that is the form button. So there's 2 form buttons. So technically I could get rid of that, but I thought it might be easier to have a form button because not everyone is going to know this is the form. And then the search thing is really simple. Literally, you click this and you can you click it and you type whatever you want. So for this example, let's type something I actually put in here. Pokemon. Pokemon. We're going to type in Pokemon. You hit enter, and the first thing it takes you to is the fucking shipping episode. That was like the last thing I put up things, and then this is the result page, and obviously you just click whichever one you're looking for. Let's go with this one. I'm just kind of showing all the stuff. I tried to make this as non-intrusive as I can. I can try different styles off and different home pages, but you know, this is literally because I kind of stopped putting this also the links in my descriptions for my videos because of that. Still working on the image sizing and everything, so bear with me with that. I think the streaming site's actually kind of like that too. I plan to stream more, but I want to get everything else set up first. But you know, the stream stuff and Woo! The chat's right here too, so if you didn't even want to go to Twitch, you can literally come to the site and watch me stream when I'm streaming. And keep following me on Twitch because that plans to come back. I think I've shown you literally everything. And I guess going back to the home page. And so now this video is really just left up to you. The things that I should change are the things that you want me to add. I'm trying to make this as, you know. Also, I'm probably at some point going to have to start asking people to help me get news because one person doing a news anything site is not going to be enough. Unless I was devoting my entire time to it, in which case then I lose the ability of having a life and a job. And unfortunately, Patreon does not give me enough money, or YouTube for this matter, to allow me to do this as a home, like an on-time thing, like just at home. But you know, just I'm mainly making this video to let you know that the site is up. It is running. You can still watch videos on it. You can still watch streams on it, even if the font size isn't necessarily the greatest. And it is set for mobile. So if you were to shrink this page, actually, let's get out of full screen real quick. Get out full screen, and if I were to shrink this page, it's gonna look weird on the shit, but we're gonna do it anyway. It actually does start to shrink, and people are like, well, "Where's the menu?" The menu's right here. This is the way it should start looking on your phone. But you know, the smaller it gets, it doesn't like completely make everything out of focus. It just squishes it. So even here, and I know that looks weird. I was like, this shit probably looks super weird on not Fraps, but on the video. But that's what it's doing. But let's get back into this. Change this back to full screen, and yeah, that's the site in a nutshell. I don't really know what else to say because I've already gone through everything. And now I'm trying to click the home button, but the fucking thing won't let me. There we go. Yeah, so please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I really want feedback for this, and tell me if there's some more things I should add the links to on the front page. I didn't want to throw everything on there because there's no point in having an anime site list if I'm going to throw everything here. Because also, I guess it also depends on what browser you're running. But if you're on the phone, you're probably running the newer browsers anyway. But let's tell me if you guys like this, where it hovers and tells you what it is or what. Yeah, so feedback is appreciated, and thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you on here soon. Maybe get an actual form section going, and not this form that's just sitting here. Because I haven't really had a reason to flesh this out because nobody's been on here, which is partially my fault. So I'm not blaming you guys for that. Anyways, I have been talking for too long, so thank you guys for watching. Just want to give you a quick overview of the new site. So, anyways, this is the Insane Game Freak. Also, you can click the title, the words TIGF, and it will take you back to the home page. Anyways, this has been the Insane Game Freak. Life's a game, play to win. And thank you guys in advance. I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.